Thomas found another good place to hide. James will never find me here, he hooted happily. But then he heard James's whistle again. Bust my buffers, chuffed Thomas. He's found me again. So Thomas puffed off. Thomas had reversed behind some freight cars. James will never find me here, he tooted cheerily. But just then, he saw James come around the bend. Thomas, puffed James. He was very cross. You've left a trail of flour all over the wharf. Cinders and ashes, cried Thomas. I must have biffed the car so hard that the door came loose. Thomas didn't feel cheery anymore. If I've lost all the flour, there'll be no cakes and bread for the children's harvest festival supper, he wished sadly. I'm sorry, James, he chuffed. I'll get you another car of flour. Then you won't be late for the children. Thomas raced away. Thomas puffed and he huffed. He wheeshed and he whooshed. He had to get to the mill as fast as he could. Then there was trouble. When Thomas arrived at the mill, it was closed. Thomas looked around. He could only see empty flour cars. Thomas felt sadder than ever. Dusty Dave, the miller, came to see Thomas. He could see that Thomas was very upset.
I'm going home for my supper now, he told Thomas, but there's one full flour car right at the back.
Thomas saw the flour car, but there were lots of other cars in the way. He needed help. Thomas whooshed back to the wharf. He would have to ask James to help him. James was waiting. He was still very cross. Thomas pulled up alongside him. James, I know you tried to tell me about the flour, and I know I was silly, but now I need your help. James knew that Thomas was sorry, and he knew Thomas needed his help. So they set off for the mill. James and Thomas worked hard. There were lots of freight cars to shunt. But they worked well together, and soon the flour car was coupled up to James. And he raced off. Thomas felt proud of his friend. Later that evening, Sir Topham Hatt stood by a table of wonderful breads and cakes. The children were very excited. Thomas puffed by on his way home. Well done, James, he tooted. And James tooted back. Thomas was pleased James was his friend again. And Thomas smiled all the way back to Tidmouth Sheds.